Now we're going to look at Bible numerics now. Hidden codes in the Bible in chains of 7. I remember I told you 7 is God's number. And we're going to look very closely at the work of Ivan Panin, who is a very famous Russian mathematician who lived in America, who became a Harvard scholar and was awarded the Nobel Prize for Mathematics in 1941. Using the number 7 in the Bible, he proved that the Bible is supernatural. He submitted more than 40,000 pages of his studies to members of the Nobel Prize Committee with the statement, "This is the evidence that the Bible is God's Word." And the Nobel Prize Committee stated that the evidence for Ivan Panin's discovery was overwhelming and his work has never been disproved. So we're going to look at the recurrent number 7 found in the Bible. All right, you're familiar with some of these, but we're going to go into it in more detail. Examples of 7 found in the Bible are as follows: 7 days in the week, 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 notes in music. There were 35 miracles and 35 parables of Jesus, making a total of 70 miracles and parables of Jesus. The number of miracles in John's Gospel was 7. The number of people raised from the dead was 7. The pieces of furniture in the tabernacle was 7. The number of feasts was 7. The articles in the tabernacle were 7. There were 7 letters to 7 churches in the book of Revelation, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls. So there we are, you see. There are 7 days in the week, 7 colors in the rainbow, 7 notes in music. I mentioned that the miracles and parables of Jesus were 70. The number of miracles in John's Gospel was 7. The number of people raised from the dead was 7. They're all the pieces of furniture in the tabernacle, all 7 of them. The brazen altar, the laver, the table of showbread, the lampstand, the altar of incense, the ark of the covenant, and the mercy seat. Here are the Jewish feasts: Sabbath, Passover, first fruits, Pentecost, trumpets, atonement, and tabernacles. How many? 6? 8? No, 7. 7 is the number of God. In the book of Revelation, there's 7 letters to 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls. Now, there's a recurrent chain of 7s throughout the scriptures, and we're going to look carefully at what Ivan Panin discovered. We're actually going to look at what Chuck Mister found in his book, in his briefing package, his teaching, Beyond Coincidence, which you can obtain from khouse.org. And it concerns Matthew chapter 1, which has the names of the ancestors of Jesus. And we can make the following observations. There is the actual text, which I'm not going to read for lack of time, all right? But in Matthew chapter 1, it gives all the different generations going down to Jesus Christ, all right? And this is what this famous mathematician discovered. I'm going to tell you all the things that are divisible by 7. The number of words, the number of letters, the number of vowels, the number of consonants, the number of words beginning with a vowel, the number of words beginning with a consonant, the number of words that occur more than once, the number of words that occur in only one form, the number of nouns, the number of names, the number of male names, the number of generations. Only 7 words are not nouns, and only 7 other kinds of noun are present. Now, just look at me. The implications of this are profound. Nobody can construct a list of names with all these features, let alone have real people actually living, having lived out a life with all these names, actually bearing these names. The implication of the above list of names and characteristics associated with these names is simply beyond the ability of man to comprehend. I didn't choose the name of my father, nor did you, but God did choose it. God chose the names of the ancestors of Jesus. And now we're going to look at what Ivan Panin found about Genesis chapter 1, but verse 1. It says in Genesis 1:1, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." In the original Hebrew, this reads, "Reshith boror Elohim aith shomayim aith iretz." Now, the Hebrew alphabet doesn't have numbers like English. They don't use special symbols or figures like numbers. Instead, every letter in the alphabet is also used as a number. For example, there's the first letter in the Hebrew in Hebrew is Aleph, which is used for the number 1. All right? So here we have Genesis 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There are the 7 actual Hebrew words. The Hebrew sentence consists of exactly 7 words, which have exactly 4 times 7 letters. There are 3 nouns: God, heaven, and earth. If we add together the numerical value of each of the letters in these Hebrew nouns, we get exactly 777. That's God's supernatural number. All right? God, heaven and earth is supernatural because it comes to 777. The numerical value of the Hebrew word created is 29 sevens. The first 3 words contain exactly 2 times 7 letters. The 4 remaining words contain exactly 2 times 7 letters. The Hebrew words for heaven and earth have 7 letters each. The value of the first, the 2 middle and the last letters in the sentence is 19 sevens. The total value of the first and last letter of every word in this verse is 199 sevens. The value of the first and last letter of the first and last word in each verse is 71 sevens. The value of the first and last letter of each word in between is 128 sevens. And in this single verse there are 30 different options containing the factor 7. Just look at me now. This is truly remarkable. I'm sorry I did give you an awful lot of sevens and sevens and sevens and sevens, and I went on about sevens and sevens and sevens, but the fact is this is just 7 words. And I've just been reading for 3 minutes solid mathematics about these 7 words in Hebrew. This is supernatural. Nobody on earth can create any words with this construction. It's impossible. The Bible is supernatural. Are you getting the message? I do hope you are, because I've got some people who I know who don't believe that the Bible is supernatural. And I'm going to give them this teaching, and I hope you're going to give this teaching to people you know who don't believe the Bible is supernatural.